yeah, waking up on a Saturday morning, everybody. Welcome. The Valley of the Sun has got some clouds, and they were beautiful, and we loved the rain. Now we're getting some sunshine. Everybody, this is called Business to Business Radio. We talk real estate mainly, but we do politics, economics, and individual businesses. Every once in a while, we get business talk going, but mainly real estate. And our first guest this morning is Brandon. Introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, my name is Brandon Tracy. I run the Brandon Tracy Real Estate Group at Keller Williams Realty East Valley. I'm excited to be here again and talk a little real estate with you guys.
We're doing a little bit of a reunion show. Last year,
that's right.
3, 4, 5, 6 months ago, you were a guest on the show. And last year, kind of review what happened last year. What was it like?
Well, I don't think last year wasn't super advantageous for sellers. It was very, it was a bit of an adjustment for homeowners and consumers to get back to a traditional market, something we haven't seen in, over 12 years here in the Valley. So that was certainly an adjustment for people to get back to having to really negotiate benzers and
wake-up call
and prices. Yeah. So it was a fun year. I think a lot of people learned how this business was done 14 years ago, 12 years ago, and we're getting back to it again. So
now this year, and here we are in March, interesting things are happening. Tell us what you're seeing out there now.
Yeah, this is exciting for people because interest rates remain low and we're starting to see a nice shift and buyers are starting to come into the market. I think millennials are getting off the couch and getting into some, into asking some questions about home ownership again. And you're certainly seeing demand increase here. And that's something that's really happened through February and the beginning of March. And it's exciting. Our pendings are up from, 9,000 at the beginning of the year to up over 11 now.
Wow.
Our supply of active listings is starting to come down, which, from a supply and demand standpoint means it's starting to become a really advantageous time for sellers again, which we're excited about. But also the balance of having those buyers there with low interest rates coming into the market. So it's not necessarily, favorable to buyers or sellers, but a really sweet spot in the balanced market right now. And we're excited to see what happens next.
Yeah. So now the key is to have a good team to work with. Kind of introduce a little bit what you guys do.
Yeah, I think that you're going to start seeing a lot of real estate teams be introduced into the market now. And this isn't something new to our market, but it's certainly something that you're going to start to see kind of take over going forward. And this just gives, it gives consumers and people who are buying and selling a home, it makes it more advantageous for them to have a team of people uplifting and supporting them throughout a specific process, because there's a lot to do in a real estate transaction to bring value to a consumer or to a homeowner. And to have one person responsible for all those activities, it's similar to having somebody do, 20 things not so great, or having one person do something really, really well for a client. So yeah. At our company, we really understand the granular difference between a person that's obtained a real estate license and passed a paper test, and what a professional real estate agent or group really is. So our commitment is to raising the standard of professionalism in our industry while positively influence our clients' experience through advanced marketing, support, transparency, and customer service. So go ahead.
And kind of introduce team members or describe your crew a little bit. And the nice thing about a team is if there's an emergency or problem, somebody's always there to get to somebody.
Yeah, and that's what this is about. It's about bringing bigger value to our clients, and really representing them on the highest fiduciary level possible.
Yeah.
That sometimes just, it may not be that a single agent can't do that. It's just, maybe it's a time constraint for them. So yeah, a team like ours and many teams in the Valley that are adopting this model are leaning towards having these people available for the clients, and it might be a listing manager that assists the actual person that's taking the listing. And we have a marketing person that just focuses on marketing all day. When you have a person that just focuses on a skill set for a particular client over an extended period of time, that allows you to pay attention to details at a whole nother level. Yeah. And that's what we're really trying to accomplish, is raising the fiduciary duty to the client to really just a very professional level, on the level of a lawyer or a doctor. What most people don't understand is, real estate agents may be the most expensive person that you hire in your career, right? True. And they're selling what may be your largest asset that you'll ever own in a career. Yeah. So this shouldn't be a fly-by-night decision. This should be an interview process, right? And I think one of the things that we're really working to change is how people view real estate agents in our industry. A lot of people think, well, I can't talk to a real estate agent until I'm ready. You know, I'm ready to buy or I'm ready to sell. And that's a real dangerous road to go down. And you know what? That's our industry's fault. That's the message that we've been sending for a long time.
Yeah.
And that has to change. We have to be able to consult with people very early on in the process, provide detailed, transparent, and trustworthy information so that they have that material to make the right decision for themselves and their family going forward. And that's what we want to get our message out, is that's who we are. That's who we are as a group and as a team. We want you to feel comfortable coming to us and know that there's no pressure involved. This is about you. This is about your needs, your wants, your family, and the information you need to make the right decisions going forward. And if that results in us working together, that's great because we're earning your trust.
Right.
We're not expecting it. And that's an important piece for us to do. And if it doesn't mean that we work together, that's also okay because our number one priority is to be a professional resource for our communities first and foremost. And that doesn't mean we just want to sell your house.
Yeah.
That means we want you to rely on us for the information that you need.
Yeah, excellent. Now, let's get a website, phone number. How can people reach you?
Yeah, well, our website is www.brandontracygroup.com, and we have a great one that's that you can pop on to get a good look at your home's value, which is www.whatsmyarizonahomevalue.com.
Excellent. And talk about your event that's coming up.
Yeah, real quick, we've got a fantastic charity event, an all-star agent auction benefiting the Care Fund. And this is really exciting. We've got over 12 of Phoenix Metro's top performing agents. And this is really for real estate agents in the business to come and mingle with some of these top performers. All of these people are going to be auctioning off some of their time, so they'll get a chance to jump in there, talk to these people. If you win the bid on a specific agent, then you're going to be able to sit with them and really pick their brain and figure out how they can help you raise your business as well. So this is an exciting thing.
Fantastic. Let's get the website, contact info one more time.
Yeah, my website, www.brandontracyrealestategroup or www.whatsmyarizonahomevalue.com. And of course, I can be reached directly for any of this stuff at 602-826-0213.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.